Oh, hi. This is Joseph. This is the guy who comes after you get your salary. This is the guy who comes after you get that money of yours that you've really worked hard to get. And today's topic, I'm gonna explain the reason as to why I'll never and I cannot build my house at an age of 30. I cannot do that. This is the reason. All right. So let's move along and explain and see the reason as to why I'll choose that path. Let's say if you're aged 30 years old or 32, 33, and then you get an access of 5 million Kenyan shillings and you want to build your own house. All right. Let's start from the scratch. You want to buy a plot whereby you can build your house. Let's say you will go for a million bob for a plot. So you're remaining with 4 million. All right. So for the 4 million, you want to build your nice house and then you go for 3 million, or let's even say the 4 million, the whole of 4 million. So this is what you're supposed to understand, is that you've built your house and you've invested the 5 million Kenyan shillings to a place whereby you'll spending the less time, probably at night. All right. So you find that that is what I call the dead capital. That money is not generating you anything. You're very young. As a person, you're very vibrant, energetic. You should be moving across the country, if not across the world, trying to look for different investments whereby you can put your money. This is what happens once you build your home, or rather once you build your house. There, that money now is a dead capital. It doesn't generate anything. Remember, this is a place that you get out of in the morning and come back at the evening at late hours, because even you and your wives and your kids, you're very busy. Your kids are in school, you're in business, and your wife also is in business. So it's a place you spend less than 10 hours, but you've invested the 5 million. I know the comfort of having your home. Everybody loves to have a home, but let's talk about money and let's talk about the real cash that goes into waste when it comes to such kind of an investment. Let's do this. What if you take a whole million bob and put aside, all right, and decide this is what I'll do, and go and rent somewhere whereby I'll paying a very nice amount of money. Let's say even 20,000 at the end of the month. All right. So if you rent a place whereby you'll be paying a 20,000 Kenyan shilling at the end of the month, it's a very nice place. We all know, understand our country. If you pay a rent of that kind of money, it's a very nice home. All right. Probably 3-bedroom house. All right. So if you take the whole 20,000 at the end of the month in 12 months, that's 1 year. That is 240,000 Kenyan shilling that you have used in paying rent. Let's do another year. That is 480,000 Kenyan shilling that you have used in paying your rent. Right? Those are 2 years. All right. So even if you do double of the 2 years, that is 4 years, you use around 960,000 Kenyan shilling to rent your house of 3-bedroom, a very nice place, a comfy place, for a whole of 4 good years. Now you remained with another 4 million because you invested your 1 million in paying your rent. Now what happens in your 4 million? Go take a business and invest in 4 different businesses. Don't put all your money in one basket. All right. So if you put, let's say, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, that is 4 million. And what's supposed to know about the investment is that any amount of money you invest should give you 1% of the original capital every day. Let me repeat that point. Every money you invest at the end of the month, if you invest 1 million Kenyan shilling in an investment, that amount of money should give you 1%. All right, at the end of the day, as your interest. So the 1% of 1 million, how much is it? It is 10,000. Let's even say you are operating on a very bad day the rest of your 4 years. All right, you're even getting a half of 1%. Let's say you're getting 0.5% of your investment every day. That is 5,000. I don't see any business you invest 1 million and get 5,000 at the end of the month. All right, let's even say that is the amount of money you get at the end of the day. All right, so at the end of the day, you find 5,000 at the end of the day, multiplied by 30 days is 150,000. Are we together? So then you have 4 times of those, because you had the million 1, million 2, million 3, and the million 4. So the million 1 gives you 150,000, all right, at the end of the month. The million 2, the million 3, and the million 4. So it gives you a 600K at the end of the month. That is 1 month. Then do it in 10 months. Do it in 12 months. If you do it in 10 months, that's 6M. If you do it in 12 months, that is over. Come on, guys, let's do the maths. All right. So you realize that if you invest that 4 million progressively in a period of time, this is what you can do if you want to have a dream house. And that's, we find the nicest age to build your house is around 45, almost to 50 years, because that is the age now your kids are now maturing up. Others are about to marry. You're about to be called a grandmother or grandpa. So if you invest that one, if you're getting around 6M in an investment of 4 million in a period of a whole year, let's even say you get a half of that, you even get 3 million, half of that money, and then in 4 years the year 1, the year 2, the year 3, and the year 4. You get 4, 4, 4, 4. You get your 16 million. This is what you can do. The year 1, you can decide. The year 1, what I get, I'll decide to buy a plot of land. You buy a plot. The year 2, you decide I'll go for the material. You can decide to go for the stones or the bricks, whichever you're building with. And the year 3, you decide to go with all the metals, the grills, the doors, the frames, the anything. The year 4, you can decide to go for your labor, the cement, the everything. That is the time you realize you can even manage to build a dream house, a house that you'll only build once and you're done. Even a 10 million house, you can be able to do that. But the moment you get your very hard-earned money and then into buying your plot, building your house, the money goes to a dead capital, doesn't generate you anything, and then you build a house that you'll be spending less than even 12 hours a day. For me, and you're aged 30 years old, 28, 32, 33, 35, that is not the right way to do your things. First of all, invest your money rather. Once you invest your money, make your money. Let building your house be a sort of a progress thing. You build it progressively. I mean, when you're aged 30 years old, this is time you're supposed to be shifting and changing towns in our country. You're supposed to move to Kisumu, move to Mombasa, get an opportunity, see where you can invest, move to Mandera, move to Garissa, move to Mombasa, move to Kitale. You move to various places trying to find out the different areas where you can invest and make money out of it. So now you get your 5 million, go build in Ruiru, and you stay in Ruiru. You even tangled yourself. You cannot even be able to move from different places because see, you have a family at the back, so you cannot be able to move and migrate to different areas. So you move to different areas and get to see the different opportunities. You can even get out of the country and invest in different areas. That is the reason as to why I will never build my house at that kind of an age. I would rather invest the money and build my house later in time. My name is Joseph. I talk about investment, talk about money. Share your mind in the comment below. Like this video, that gives you the morale to make more of it. You don't have to agree with me. Share what you think about, and because I understand just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. See you in the next one.